morning students. I'm Pragati, your psychology teacher, and today I'm taking your what is psychology class, chapter 1 for the revision class. This is your revision class, and in this we are going to talk about the complete week study, and whatever doubts or problems still you have, we will discuss it in the next lecture. Okay, so today firstly we just go with psychology definition. What was psychology definition given by me in your class? That psychology is the science that studies the behavior of an individual. The behavior can be overt or covert. Overt behavior relates what? That something which is showing outward. Covert, interior relation. What we are feeling is and cannot be shown to the person is related with covert behavior, and overt which is being expressed, right? So here I have given you an example of chessboard where a person is thinking about the move, that is related with covert relation, and when a person is working playing the move, that is overt behavior, right? After that we have talked about the career of psychology in your field, that how the psychology is going to help you in your coming future. So there are some of the major streams in which we need to work upon, that is clinical psychology, education, school psychology, and sports psychology, guidance and counseling, forensic psychology, cyber psychology, military and legal psychology. How these are working? Like clinical psychology is the psychology in which we have been dealing with the mental illness. The one who are working in hospitals are related with clinical psychology. They have MPhil after masters. They have an experience of working with the mental illness people or drug addicts or some relating with the mental health. Okay, one who are working in an education field, they are the counselors or the educational counselor or school counselors. They have been working for the things. They can be as a lecturer, assistant professor, or the teacher for assistant teacher. So they are the ones who are working in an education field. For this you need B.Ed or UGC NET. For an assistant professor or lecturer, UGC NET. For a teacher, B.Ed, and also you need a master degree or master degree specialization for school counselor and for the education. The school counselor are the one who are working with the students for their problems. I am working as a school counselor and as an educationer because I am teaching you also, and I am also there for your counseling sessions. That some students have problem in doing work, they have been having learning disabilities, learning problems, or sometimes they have so much stress of exam phobias. For all that, if they want to clear out their doubts and problems and want to stress free life, then a school counselor will work on that. So I am also being your school counselor, so that I will help you out to deal with the little problems you have. So in that, if you have any or other day any kind of difficulty or not understanding something about your stream, field, or any of your aspect of life, you can discuss it with me. Okay, so the sports psychologist, here the sports psychologists are the one who are working with the players. As a player play a game, somebody lose, somebody wins. So when a player lose their game, they need a motivation speech, they need some of the motivations by the person, an experienced person. Their sports psychologist work. The guidance and counseling, they are in different field. It is something related with guiding someone, counseling. There are sessions of counselings for the mental illness, or whether they are related with individual stress. Sometimes we don't able to share our problem with our family member, parents, because every individual have their own private life. So that thing if disturbs an individual, then he comes to a counselor or a guide to take the knowledge or to solve that problem. There the guidance and counselors work. There can be any kind of admission counselors, education counselors, whether they are related to human recruitment counselors, all that is related with the guidance and counseling. Then forensic psychology, it is related with CID or forensic department, where they've been dealing with the case studies, and the case studies are related to crime, or whether some of the situations where the police or the legal offences cannot work out, and to find out the real alternates or the crime, to detect the crime scene, there the forensic psychologist is required. Now the new psychologist in also field streamed in India, that is cyber psychology. In cyber psychology, we need to work out over the things which is like working over the computer. As the computer and technology, internet is increasing, the crime is also been increasing. The victims and the also one who are working on this, the culprits and the victims, both are there. So dealing with both type of people, the cyber psychologist is required, who have the knowledge of both the sides. Okay, then comes to military psychologist. As we know that our armed force are the one who are keeping us protected, Hana? They are keeping us safe. So at that high temperature or the lower temperature, whether they are in Himalayas or whether they are in Rajasthan desert, they also affect their behavior. The mental illness affects them because they've been living there lonely in hard conditions. So there they need motivations from the time to time. There the one who are working is the military psychologist, okay, to boost their energy. Then comes to the legal psychologist. This is related with the law. You do law in this, or the clinical psychology or child psychology is also one of the one thing. As we know that the field has been increasing, the crime is increasing, and the judiciary crime is also been increasing. The one who are teenagers are also affected. So for them, the legal psychologist is required to make them good human beings, to remove them from that condition. The legal psychologist is required. Okay, so these are some of the major streams which we have talked in our first video. After this, we have talked in our second video, that is about the other thing. Yes students, after this we have talked about one more thing, that is related with the psychology as a discipline. In the psychology as a discipline, we have talked about the two sides of psychology, that is related with what? Psychology as a discipline, right? We have talked about psychology as a discipline. In this we have talked about natural science, and the other one was what? Social science. Right, we have talked about natural science and the social science. In natural science, there were some few points that this deal with genetical and biological factor. This deal with social and cultural. Both study human behavior. right? Study human behavior, right? Then after this we have studied that this is in controlled conditions and this is non-controllable condition, natural conditions. Right? So what is social science and what is here we also studied cause and effect, in which we have studied about hypothesis, and in this we have studied about the interactive behavior, right? Like this we have studied in natural science we have talked about the genetical and biological factors, that are the physical factors, genes, our biological structure is all affected our psychology. Here we studied that in social science it is called, why? Because it has been dealing with the environment, with the society, with the culture, with the region, with the religion. We've been all studying in this. Then we talk about the human behavior. We have talked that we've been studying the human behavior, human reactions we are studying in both the science. Then the natural science is studied in a controlled condition, whereas this is studied in a natural condition. I gave you example that laboratories where we've been doing the test, and this is like I become a student and comes in your class and you don't know that I'm your teacher, so you behave like you are, and that will be observed by me, and according to that then I will work with you or react with you in that form that you understand the thing. Then comes to the cause and effect, that is hypnosis or hypothesis related, which is like whatever you react, the reply you get. We form a statement that a person who work hard will gain good mark. On that we will do an experiment, and whether it is right or wrong, that will be detected in this. It is studied in natural science. Whereas in social science we study about the interactions of individual, how the person behave in a particular situation, how the person behaves in an situation, that has been also work in social science. This way we have studied about psychology as a discipline. We also talked that psychology as in soul, as a soul, but as in like a soul. So why it is not a soul? Because it is not a soul because soul is immortal, but behavior is the mortal one. We have been studying till the person didn't die, but soul is something which we cannot see, which we cannot observe. So this is something not being studied, means this definition is being not accepted by the individuals, but the very first definition was arise that psychology is a soul. So that is not being studied because it is immortal, okay, and it cannot be touched and experienced, and we cannot see it, right? So this is the reasons why it's not a psychology as in soul is not been considered definition. And then I gave you the final definition which I have written at very first. After this, in the third video, we have talked about the relation between the mind and the brain, difference between the mind and brain, and how the behavior being affected by mind and brain has been studied in the last class. Alright, so here there was a difference of mind and brain. That brain is physical, we can touch it, we can study it in structure, right? But mind is non-physical. It is related with thoughts, and we cannot see it, nor we can study the structure. Right? Then in this, to prove this thing, we are working on what things? After studying on this, we are working on 3 studies. The 3 studies were given in the experiment. The first was one in which patient lost occipital lobe, right? In second study, we have studied that the patient was having a head injury. Lost the arm. And in third, head injury, or we can say brain injury. Okay. So the patient lost occipital lobe, lost the arm, and the brain injury in these 3 studies. The one who had lost the occipital lobe, he forget about imaginating image, right? The one who lost the arm can still feel the arm, and it was known as phantom arm, right? In the third one, we have talked about that he was feeling like parents were duplicated. Parents are duplicates. Right? So these were the 3 studies which we have studied, and we say that brain, whether the brain lost, but the mind works. So they are interrelated, but they are not exact. They have their own thing. The mind have their own thing, but the brain is something which is related with our working, that is means seen, physical working, right? So that's all for the session, and you have to study well. It is a very interesting subject. I will take your feedbacks. Whatever the problems will be there, you can tell me. Okay. Thank you, students. Take care.